that you can have a group energy around your prayer request. And we have online connections, prayer lines, email a prayer. And if you're questioning yourself, well, what do I pray for? I don't know how to do a prayer. Guess what? The practitioners are trained to help you know what your prayer is. You don't need to know the words. Asking for the prayer support opens the divine into your life. And with that, there's another way we open into the divine, and that's through music. And Chava, would you please?
Wasn't round. What if the silence had a sound? What if we took our paradigms and flipped them upside down? What if we made room for us all? What if we wouldn't let you fall? What if we wore our bodies like the splendor that they are? What if we synthesize? What if we integrate? What if we energize? What if we liberate? Oh, gracious Spirit of the universe, up like the sun. We've got some questions and we need to find direction. Help us to believe it's still to come, still to come, still to come. A better day is still to come. Across the sea of broken hearts, illuminate the broken sparks with love. What if we could heal the violence? What if we gave voice to the silenced? What if we let our blessings flow across this sea of broken hearts, illuminate the broken sparks with love? Clap your hands now. Life is still to come, still to come, still to come. A better world is still to come.
Well, my dears, This is the month that I talk about the basics of the science of mind, and we could use that, don't you think? Little science of mind, little love and comfort. But before I do that, I'm so thrilled that I get to introduce to you people who are using the science of mind in a constructive way. And so she just got asked, and she still said yes. You know, last minute, still said yes. It's time that you hear from somebody that's been around for a while, who have served us in a number of ways, and that's Sherry Dolly, and she's going to talk to you about her most recent miracle.
Thanks, Kathianne. Yeah. Okay, so.
Well, because I know when you love something and something's cool, it can be a long story, but yes. Okay, got it.
So I had a medical event in July. And from that, you know, the process starts, you start getting all these EOBs and medical bills, and they're just all over the place, different things. And it was a lot. It looked on paper like I was going to owe out of pocket maybe $5,000 to $6,000. And so one day, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. There's so many phone calls to make and stuff to sort out. I took the stack of bills. I put a sheet of paper on top of it. It said paid in full. I just turned it over. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I wrote paid in full. I put some 6 or 7 statements of my sufficiency. My needs are always met all the time. One of them was, it will be fun to see these bills paid off quickly and easily. So then every time I had to do something, pay a bill, make a phone call, whatever, I read that sheet before I did those things. The bottom line is that from 2 surprising events happened, where first a $1,000 bill was wiped out. I didn't have to pay that. And then on Monday, I found out that a $2,600 bill, when I talked to Swedish, they said, nope, you don't know that. It's been covered. You're done. Everything's been paid. And paid in full. And that source was from when they said weeks before they weren't going to pay it. So paid easily in full. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to my Money Mastery class, my Money Mastery Sangha, my practitioner. There's just so many ways that this community supports us in filling our intentions and our prayers. So thank you.
Yay. I want you to hear from other people, because sometimes doing the work, meaning to continually remind ourselves of what's possible, can seem like, why am I doing this? I did it for a whole week, and you know, and nothing happened. I love Sherry's diligence. That's what I really want to get across to, because God is able. God is able. It's been a week. How many of you have just seen it's been a week? For me, it's been a week. Actually, when I was listening to that beautiful song by Chava, I'm sorry you weren't introduced. It was Chava. I love Chava anyway, so it's great that Chava was here. And I'm listening to this wonderful loving kindness, and it's reminded me of a statement by Rumi, or attributed to Rumi, but I guess they were writing then, so it's probably Rumi. He said, you know, life is a guest house. Some things are going to come to you one day and not another day, and you just welcome them. You welcome what comes. And so I'm in this my seat, listening to that song and loving kindness, and then I'm also just so freaking sad. I'm sad that there's still, it's like the division just keeps getting bigger. You know, when I watch the division in this thing that I call my country and I love, I'm sad. And I'm also watching other divisions seem to come together and mend. So I know that God is able. But in the middle of not seeing that, I can be sad. And yet God is all able. So today I want to enable us to know God is able and to recruit all of us in that ability to let God be able. Our willingness to let God be able. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, bless you. Just bless you. I wish I didn't. Anyway, it's been a week. It's been a week. Rumi said, beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field, and I'll meet you there. It's that field of possibility that exists beyond opinions and beyond righteousness. So, I guess I get to talk. There was, and I tried to be as political and loving as possible because someone was killed last week, and it seemed to ignite opinions. I did something which I thought was very just questioning and just an inquiry, and I got 114 comments. How are people talking? And people, that's not even the people talking to, themselves and other people. It's kind of interesting. But what I want to say is that that show of division is harming everyone. It harms everybody. So this was from Governor Cox, the governor of Utah. We will never be able to solve all the problems, including the violent problems that people are worried about, if we can't have a clash of ideas safely and securely. I love that he even said clash of ideas. Ideas can clash, but we've got to be able to be safe and secure in knowing that the clash stops with the disagreement. Even and especially these ideas that you might disagree with, we can always point a finger to the other side, and at some point we just have to find the off-ramp, or it's going to get worse. I love that. Let's just find the off-ramp from disagreement, clashing, opinions, because we all have a right to our opinion. But when those opinions can't be listened to and there's just a bigger divide, well, then we're in trouble. So I'm going to go back to the only thing I know about and I can talk about, which is spiritual beliefs, viewpoints that address the here and now and not the great by and by, and things that interest me. First of all, how to find that off-ramp. We find that off-ramp by understanding that there is a oneness that includes everybody. It's taught in all major world religions. A sense of oneness, a sense of connection, a sense of interdependence, actually. I'm going to talk a lot about this in October because I want to look at nature as our roadmap for doing well, not only for ourselves, but for our planet. Nature, if you go into a forest that has not been hampered too much, like those, they call them virgin forests, those forests are interconnected and everything contributes to everything else in perfect balance. And if you take away one species, it affects the whole balance. It's so perfectly aligned and it's so intricate, it's so gorgeous. And that's the way that we can live as well. That we are important, and so is every other thing that is living on this planet. I was going to just share a whole lot of what. Find it, Kathianne. I was going to share a lot of what I found on the web, but now I can't. So that's not pleasing me. Oh, here they are. Alan Watts said, "We are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself." Deepak Chopra said, "We are human beings that have occasional spiritual experiences, but we are also spiritual beings having occasional human experiences." And Eckhart Tolle said, "You are the universe. Express yourself as a human being for a little while." I love it. There is this, it's like we prayed about knowing something, but it's really about remembering something, to remember that connection, to remember to love and appreciate that in the universe, I was such an important idea I came to be, and so are all of you. You are the idea that God had for something perfect and unique, and so therefore you are. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word became flesh, and guess what? We are that Word. We are an idea held in the mind of God constantly and supported by the mind of God, and here we are. And therefore, for those of us that wake up, we're not only just to partake of its protection, we are to allow ourselves to be used by God for purposes greater than ourselves. That's what I believe. So there is an underlying sense of oneness, and a long time ago, I lived on Queen Anne. I know how long ago it was. I had been here for about 2 years, and I was supposed to do a talk on love, and it's like, how do you explain love? I mean, really, and I didn't know about it, so I made myself get on a track, one of those tracks that they have on schools, and I was going to walk on that track until I knew what love was. I'll tell you, if you ever want a spiritual download, do something you don't want to do and say you're going to do it until you get the download. It's amazing how fast you will know what you need to know. I'm truly, because I gave my mind a choice. You either open to the download or we're walking. So I didn't take many times around that track. And then it's like, I got it. I mean, it's like, and I want to say this in a way that I got it at such a deep level, it has not changed for me. I'm not saying it has to be your belief. I'm not saying you have to agree with me. I'm just saying what I got. And what I got was love is the experience of our already going on oneness. Love is the experience of the connection that's always been there. And sometimes we allow ourselves to experience that connection with a significant other or a child or a puppy. Oh, puppies. Or a cat or whatever. We experience it with, like, I'll choose this and I'll love that, and that feels safe to love. And so that's that experience of loving. I'm not talking about lusting. That's nice, but that's not what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about attachment, and I'm not talking about an addiction, but I'm talking about the true experience of I am one with that because I care so much about that. Whatever is affecting that person, place, or thing is affecting me. That's the experience of oneness, and we feel it like love. And it's been said that the highest name for God is love, because it connects everything. There's nothing outside of God. There's no person, place, or thing outside of God. It's connected to everything. So when we talk about how God doesn't like this people or that people or this people or that people, that's a bunch of bunk. Bunk. Because you can't say God is love, but you know what? It doesn't like trans people. What a bunch of bunk. How does that even make sense? Really? God is love, but they better look a certain way? Like the white Jesus we've painted? I'm just on it. I'm fine with everybody having their opinions, but then you start talking about my homeboy Jesus, and I get really upset. It's like... Einstein said that what seems like, this is a quote, what seems like separation is an optical delusion. Whoa. So how do we use the law of cause and effect? Because I want to use, I said I would talk about the law more this week. How do we use the law of cause and effect that I mentioned last week and that I want to talk more about? How do we do that to create a world where more love is showing up? Not they're wrong, not them waking up, but more love. More love is showing up. You know, they say that when you're really in love and experiencing love, you can't experience fear. Well, you also can't experience hate. So how do we do that? Back to the law of cause and effect. From last week, I talked about how attention is cause and resistance is futile. Why? Because resistance is a form of attention. But I also, what we focus on will affect not only ourselves, but will affect others. That's what I want to share today. I want to share how powerful we are. Just as Sherry powerfully demonstrated the elimination of her medical bills by constantly focusing on this is going to be paid off with ease. And that focus, that kind of focus can not only operate for us and our individual welfare, it can operate for the welfare of others. And there's proof. Princeton. Scientists at Princeton did a global consciousness project. And they've been doing it for about 30 years. What they did was they put random number generating machines all over the globe. Has anybody heard about that? Random number generating machines, meaning they produce numbers randomly. Now, if you produce numbers randomly, it will be almost always a balance of O's and ones, on and off. Because it might be this, but it's going to be this, and so it's going to average out. What they found is that when something huge happened in the world, 9/11. Oh, by the way, did you notice that hardly anybody mentioned 9/11 on 9/11 because of what happened on 9/10? I was like, what about 9/11? We usually always say something about 9/11. So this is probably going to show up on these random machines. The death of Princess Diane. Not just big catastrophes like earthquakes or tsunamis. When large groups of people got together to meditate. Those machines that were created to not be affected by anything outside of them were not doing random. Either a whole lot of O's or a whole lot of ones showed up. And according to mathematicians, that happening every time there's a large global event, for that to be real, let's see, I put it down here. It was in 1 chance in 1 trillion. Consciousness is big. Human thought is powerful. And that was just random, except for the people coming together to meditate. That was just random events. What if people were intentional in giving to the consciousness that these random machines are picking up? So there's also what's known as the Maharishi effect. Has anybody heard the Maharishi effect? Nobody? Okay. I love it. Sylvia Rose and I, we're the geeks. We're the spiritual geeks. So the Maharishi thought that if people meditated and really came to a place of centeredness and peace and oneness in a city, crime would drop. And it does. The biggest one was in Washington, D.C., where a group of of meditators got together and purposely knew peace and love and emanated it out. And every time they were in the city, crime dropped by 23%. And you know that people do measure those things. Now, what I'm thinking of is, because, you know, okay, there's this is the part of me that's kind of snide, is, no, the people doing crimes were not in the room meditating, and therefore it dropped 23%. Just in case you were wondering, no. It was like these people came into the city, meditated, and crime dropped. Consciousness is cause. We are always affecting consciousness, and we can purposely choose to affect consciousness for good. One of the things that I've been saying is that as I shift and change, I do have a vibration that shifts and changes things around me. We get to look at that. So, who would like to try it? Thank you. Let's try this. First of all, we need to get to a place of neutral. So, just take a deep breath. And I know you want to go inside, and that's lovely, but we're not going to do that this time. And why aren't we going to do that? Because sometimes when we go inside, we meet ourselves. How many of you have ever closed your eyes, you want to meditate, and what your mind does is say, you know, what about this, and what about that, and how long is this going to last, and is there going to be music, and where do I want to go for brunch? How many of you have ever had that experience? You have really good intentions. You got really good intentions, but you close your eyes, and the mind says, aha, playground. If you noticed? Okay. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to reach neutral by looking up 45 degrees, because you look up 45 degrees and your thoughts will start to just dissipate. It just does. 45 degrees. 90 degrees does not get you, twice the effect. It's 45 degrees. 45 degrees. And just sit and be still. Continue to look up and notice that thoughts of almost anything just sort of shift. And now while you're looking up, give yourself permission to have the universe reveal divine love to you. Let love start to permeate your thoughts. Let love start to permeate the way you breathe. Let love start to fill not only your breath, but your heart, your cells. Just let love, which is the revelation of oneness, the conscious awareness of oneness, start to fill you. Let your breath be lifted in love. And now let your breath move out from you so that you can once again fill the room with love. Love. And what's so wonderful about love is it's the great connector. Because we're already connected. It reveals the connection that's already there. So by filling the room with love, you are facilitating people being connected to the answers they need, the solutions they're looking for, the miracles that are wanted. By filling the room with love, you are revealing in this room the atmosphere in which people can come together in understanding. With this love that you're generating in the room because you're looking up and you're receptive to it, you are allowing that love to not only fill this room with its miracles. Love produces miracles. Love changes things. But now you're allowing that love to seep out from this place and touch the right people who need the solution, that need the answer, that need the connection, that need the miracle, that need the reconciliation, that need a reason to love instead of hate, to need the reason to know that Jesus was teaching a gospel of love, not a gospel of division. The good news of love, the good news of connection, the good news of caring, the good news of kindness, the good news of liberation from the past. Fill the room and imagine that that love seeping out from this building is filling our city. At the same time, it's filling our life. So that we leave here walking in love, radiating in love, seeing from love, and being love for those people who need it. And for everyone watching online, either now or later, do a similar meditation in your space, letting love escape from you and touch those who need to be touched. And let love, which T.R. Desjardins called gravity, let love draw to all of us that which is needed at any given time. Let love bring us our answers, our solutions, our miracles, our reconciliations. And then with great joy, I simply say, thank you, sweet Spirit. And so it is.
Awaken my soul to all its potential. A letter unique in an infinite scroll. Both a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. I come and I go. Awaken my mind to all its potential. A letter unique in an infinite scroll. Both a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. Oh,
Well, that's worth a lot. I think record this, just play this song over and over again. Thank you, Chava. That's beautiful. Let's see. I'm going to call up Jerry Hudson, and I get my stuff that's ready. And Jerry is going to tell you about what's happening next.
Hi. I like it. My pronouns are she and her. I have the honor and the privilege of serving our licensed prayer practitioners, all 62 active practitioners and some on leave, as their minister. And this is one of my favorite days of all the days that I do things for and with practitioners. This is a day that I really look forward to because we get to thank them for what they do. There is a practitioner praying for someone every day of the week, 365 days of the year. They don't take Christmas off, they don't take Thanksgiving off. Someone is serving you. And I'm grateful that they do it. We have these ways that we're called, and I consider myself a practitioner still, ways that we're called to serve. We teach, we TA, we assist Kathianne in teaching, we hold consciousness. I love that you spoke about consciousness because it is vast and directable. And prayer practitioners direct consciousness and allow it to move through them. This is part of our teaching. It moves through us. We direct it, and then it says, okay. And they purposefully and intentionally direct consciousness. And this day is a day where we get to recognize what I call milestones of service. I'll invite you all up. We have practitioners that have served 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years. I'm going to get out of the way so you can see them. Isn't that amazing? So we recognize them with a pin. You can see they have pins on, and they're going to get another one. And I have a few that are not here today. Emma Moreno is not here. Mary Van Zanti Pazer is not here. And Denise McDonald is emeritus this year, which means she has served you for 20 years and is choosing to continue to do that. And I can't ever think about our practitioners without thinking about Ann Bach. You may or may not know her, but she's in the 40s in her years of service. In the 40s. And is still praying and still does the inspiration line every Saturday from Mexico. That's the dedication that these practitioners have. So, Joey Nessif, 10 years. Karen Schiller, 10 years. Mirel Rebello, 10 years. Sean Goner, 10 years. Taffy Wallace, 10 years. And my classmate, Jeff May, 15 years. Now I'm going to invite the other practitioners that are here to come up. Come up. Just, Jeff, let them come up behind you. I have some words for you. Yeah, go ahead. That's right. So I have a blessing for you. This is John O'Donohue. It's called For Work. May the light of your soul bless your work with love and warmth of heart. May you see in what you do the beauty of your soul. May the sacredness of your work bring light and renewal to those who work with you and to those who see and receive your work. May your work never exhaust you. May it release well springs of refreshment, inspiration, and excitement. May you never become lost in bland absences. May the day never burden. May dawn find hope in your heart, approaching your new day with dreams. Well, hello, Vicki Draper. May dawn find hope in your heart, approaching your new day with dreams, possibilities, and promises. May evening find you gracious and fulfilled. May you go into the night blessed, sheltered, and protected. May your soul calm, console, and renew you. I'd like us to stand and do what we call in this church the praise and raise. So we're going to praise them, we're going to raise them in the name of love, and we'll do it 3 times, and I'm going to stand down here. Practitioners, we praise you, we raise you in the name of love. We praise you, we raise you in the name of love. We praise you, we raise you in the name of love. Thank you so much.
Good people. Those of you that would like to join that merry band of prayer practitioners, all I can say is please check out the classes because some classes are required. So get your classes in so that when we have an inward journey class, you can sign up and be part of the healing consciousness of this wonderful organization. I have a few other things to share with you. We need another printer. Anyway, I'm kind of guessing what's going on here. Okay, so we will have a pet blessing on September 28th, and all pets that would be comfortable being here are welcome. If you've got a really nervous pet, we're to bless it, not not terrorize it. Yeah, I love it. Bless it, not stress it. Don't bring a stressed out animal, but an animal that thinks that, oh yeah, I like people. That'd be kind of fun. Then please go ahead for that Sunday. They are very welcome. And if you have an animal like I do that would not be appropriate in here, I've got 5 of them. Send pictures to Reverend Karen Cleveland. So it will be on the Friday email. Send a picture, and there will be all of these pictures in the back as on that Sunday. And you'll see all these animals that people love and people cherish, and we'll be blessing them. Also, we've got this kind of fun thing happening. It's a little night supper club, and the food is by one of the best chefs in the room, Brian Eckfeldt. Yes, Brian's cooking. And Jake and his girlfriend Kirsten will be doing the music. So, dinner club. And what's for dinner, Ryan? Salmon. Oh, salmon. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, wonderful. And let's see. Also, the other thing that I want to tell you about is that on September 18th, there's a very special well, they're all special, but creativity is a spiritual practice, and Andrea is bringing in a special guest speaker that she thinks is really exceptional, and I can't read that. I can't read what it says about her, but I've heard that it's really good. So please find out more about that at the registration table. And those are all of my announcements. Let's just take a deep breath, and you have the basket, right? Thank you. And Karen is up here to bless our offering process. And so the way that we do this is for people that would like to contribute to this message and this particular philosophy to keep it going in the world, we ask that you give a gift, because that's how we keep it going in the world. That's the way that it works. And so you have an opportunity to give in all of these ways that are here. You can also use the envelopes that are in the seat backs in front of most of you to put in a credit card number, or you can put cash or checks. We are really open. We do text to give, Venmo. They're listed there. For those of you online, they are listed on your screen. So please take advantage of all of this. We've even got a QR code. Yay! So let's take a moment and let the spirit of love, reveal to you how you can support the connections that we're making through your gift. And then we bring the gift forward, put it in the basket, and make it a joyful event. And so it is.
Thank you. Good morning, friends. My name's Sarah Lauren. I'm a practitioner here, and it's my joy to serve you. And there are many like me serving us today. There'll be a prayer circle here with Marjorie. Jeffrey's in the back for prayer cards and one-on-one prayer. Online, we have Kim leading a team ready to serve you, and it is our pleasure. So I invite you to find yourself in the unity that was spoken of here this morning, to find yourself in the oneness of God, and to know that that is the truth of you, your heart, your actions, everything about you is one with God, for you are God. And this week, I know, unfolds perfectly for each and every one here, whether you're watching online, whether you're watching later. Whenever this message comes to you, your heart is touched, and you are filled with love and oneness, which are the truth of you. And so it is.
Is it time? Come on up. We're going to sing a final song. We need your help. Come up to the stage. Come dance and sing with us.